Well, it was good to finally get back home and play a game in our home stadium. I thought that the crowd that was there was really good. They were into the game, especially for a game that ended up being as lopsided as that one was. But, next week we come back home and hopefully we'll have a good crowd to take on a 2-0 Virginia team in an important conference game. So we're looking forward to being back home again next week. I thought that for the most part, defensively, I thought we played really well, especially once we started subbing some guys. We gave up a few plays, but I thought overall they played well. Offensively, we were okay in spots. We're sloppy. Had the ball out too much, and we've got an issue or two there we got to correct. So, but anytime you can win, it's a positive. Certainly the kids from Presbyterian played hard. They never gave up, and they tried hard. They were just a little bit overmatched. So take it, watch the tape, learn from it, and move on. I thought some of the young kids played well, and we had a lot of freshmen playing, and it was good to have a game where you could get those guys out there, and hopefully now the next time they go out there, they won't be as wide-eyed and doing some silly stuff at times. So.
Coach, was it good to get some reps out there for Lewis Young with Virginia coming in next week?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to get some reps for the young guys. I wanted to get Vad some reps in both halves, and we did. I mean, last week's not the place to put a guy in who hasn't played. That's an awfully tough place to play up there, and it's not – that game wasn't for the faint of heart and for guys who hadn't played a lot. We did have a few guys had to play who hadn't played. But, I think that all those guys, Zach Lasky did some good things. He's got to work on his blocking. We didn't play David or Orwin much or some of the guys who had played. We wanted to make sure we got them healthy for next week. But, a lot of guys played. I think pretty much offensively we got pretty much everybody in there that's not going to redshirt. So, and defensively we got a lot of guys in there. I don't know if there might have been a guy or two that didn't get to play, but not very many. So that's a positive, and you hope that's good for morale.
Can you talk about the quarterback play and kind of your evaluation of Tevin and Vad?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that it was okay. It was spotty at first, and certainly they hit some big plays, both of them running the ball, and they made a couple of nice throws. Tevin made a really nice throw to Robbie on the corner route, and Vad made a nice throw to Jeff Green on a post corner, and so we just got to be more consistent. And we threw the ball a little better when we protected better too, when they had time to sit in there and throw it.
Coach, right there at the near the end of the first half, you had the fumble that they took all the way back. How important was it for you guys to get that stop and then come back and get three? How well.
It's important. I think it's a great lesson. I told our guys at halftime that I singled out Tony Zinman for making great effort to run the guy down. And you never know when you're going to keep points off the board, and that was, a great play by him. It's disappointing that we lay it on the ground there. But anytime you can keep them out of the end zone is important. Yeah, I've never lost a game where they don't score. Pretty hard to lose.
The run by Vad, the 79-yarder, was that a broken play?
It was a quarterback draw, but it was a really high snap, and he did a good job to get the snap, but it was a called quarterback draw.
Just performance-wise and looking at how you guys played, how much can you take out of a game like this where it's, they were a little bit overmatched, the other team?
Well, that's like I said, I think there was a lot of positives, a lot of good things. I mean, I don't care who you play. If you hit that many big plays, you're doing some things right. And defensively, I thought, we got our hands, we tipped a lot of passes and got in throwing lanes and knocked down a lot of guys. And I think that when you look at the tape, there's going to be some guys who made some good individual plays, like always. Are there things we need to clean up? Sure, there are in every game. So, the guys who haven't played as much will feel a little more comfortable the next time they go out there, hopefully, and, you take it and build on it. I mean, the receivers were a little bit shaky early, but if you think about it, they haven't played a whole lot. And, I thought they did better in the second half, and when they had a chance, made some plays on the ball.
Coach, when you have a opportunity like this to go deep in your roster and, like you were saying, get a lot of guys in who haven't had the opportunity, how does that benefit you and those players in particular as you look forward?
Well, it benefits everybody. I think it benefits us as coaches to see guys in a game experience and not just in practice. And, we got a chance to look at a lot of guys. We got a chance to get Broderick Snoddy in there some, and I thought he was really quick off the ball, down on the goal line when he scored on him. I mean, he was through there in a second. Like I said, we played Zach, Charles, Perkins, Broderick, Matt Connors. We went about 4 deep at most every position, and it gives you a chance. We played one of the freshman receivers a lot, Adrian Autry, and now he'll get to see it, what it looks like and how, because a couple of times we got lost, but until you play, you don't know what's going to happen. And the same on defense. I mean, we got some of those young defensive backs in. I thought Chris Milton made a couple of really nice plays coverage-wise at corner. So it was good to get a lot of guys in there.
Can you talk a little bit about the defense and kind of they bowed their neck a couple times and got some stops on the goal line and seemed to be flying around a lot better this year than did last.
I thought they played really well in the first half especially, and pretty much for the game I thought that they were around the ball. I'm sure when we look there's going to be some issues like there was in other things, but all in all I was pleased with them. I thought they did well.
I guess any offense is going to look a little different when it hits 8. I count at least 8 plays of 39 yards or more. But is that something that you've been trying to emphasize here, is hitting those big plays that maybe you didn't get last year and on Monday night?
Yeah, I think that what's happened is, we got them at times last year early on. What's happened the last couple of games until tonight we didn't. But, we played some really good defenses the last couple of games too. I think that the crowd we played Monday night they're pretty salty on defense. They're pretty good. So you always, if you execute, you want to hit some big plays, and a lot of it was the individual guys, breaking in the clear and breaking tackles and, doing some things that way. And like I said, when you're physically overmatched like a little bit, it becomes easier to hit big plays. And they were geared up. I mean, their corners were on an island. I mean, they were trying to play the run so hard, and they were running the backside safety up in there, and so it was a lot of one-on-one.
Can you comment on the progress that the special teams has made in your eyes?
Yeah, I thought we were adequate. We did some good things. We covered kicks. I know without looking at the tape, we turned another guy loose on the punt again, and we're fortunate they didn't get there. So I think Dave's done a good job. I mean, he brings a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. I think the kids are enjoying playing. So we've got to get better there too. The return game, we still got some work to do there.
A couple more questions for Coach. Jim?
Noticed Morgan didn't play. Was that a precautionary measure?
Morgan Bailey? No, he went out to practice on, I guess what day did we practice? Wednesday. Said he couldn't go.
Any other injuries from the game? Doesn't seem like he got on.
I think so. I thought Daniel Drummond might have retweaked a little bit when we took him out. I'm not sure. We'll know tomorrow.
Anybody else? Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys. Thank you.